You get all of the stuff or just the food out? I guess everything, really.
Just the food, she said. She just said she just doesn't want to get messed up.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to do something really important yesterday. The county building inspector's out there. I kind of want to go meet him. I've never met him before. But anyway, I don't have time. Are they here? Oh, they're here. I need to get all this food out of here because they're actually doing a project. We actually had a disaster we didn't tell you about, which was a water leak in this house while we were here, and we just panicked because there was water pouring through the ceiling down here, and we immediately, our minds went to, no, we're gonna have a mold issue in this house now. And this was over a month ago. They're here to actually put all that stuff back together. So I'm gonna get our food out of this space so it doesn't get like covered with dust and anything else they're using in here. We'll come through these and pull out any rotten onions. There's not many, but a couple. Okay, I brought some stuff up from downstairs. We got all of our food put into a safe place. Green onions. This is the kind of thing, if you really didn't have access to a store, you would see this and say, oh my goodness, look at that. We're gonna have some fresh green onions.
Oh yeah, that's
on
good.
Something, savor it. Now, I do think that usually when you have them grow out like that, it's the loss of the onion. If it's when you have that much greens, maybe not always, but that's what I've usually seen because the energy from the onion goes into the greens and kind of turns into mush.
And the reason a bunch of our onions are sprouting is because that room isn't totally dark.
It's only a few, really. It's not many.
Yeah, but that is pretty much why.
Overall, the food looks really good. I threw out 6 onions out of like 100. That's just what you have to do when you're storing food is you have to comb them. Because if you don't comb them, you'll end up having nasty, rotten stuff. And I was actually a little worried about that, having it in this house because it's not our house. I was worried about getting really stinky and stuff, but it's been great.
Yeah, it's so cold down there. If it was just totally dark, it would be more ideal.
But it's been a great storage place, and the food looks awesome. The potatoes are sprouting a tiny bit, but overall the potatoes look really good.
Why don't we tell them what you're going to do today? This boy has been talking about this since Christmas. Did you get some money from your me, mama, and papa? And what do you want me to do with you today?
Get me some balls.
He's buying a bowl.
He's going to the toy store and buying a bowl.
And 2 balls.
He wants 2 bulls so they can fight. 2 bulls.
I also brought up some hot sauce that has been fermenting for a few months, so 1022, just a little over 2 months, and some sauerkraut. I brought up this 2-gallon crock of sauerkraut. It's pretty moldy on top. I'll show you how I process that later. It may be tomorrow when it snows.
We can get some of this housekeeping stuff done when it snows tomorrow. It'll be a good day.
Yeah.
Processed food, 4 to 8 inches. Hooray!
The chickens are out free ranging and happy. The pigs are eating, the cows are eating their hay, and it's time to jump into the house and get some work done. Made a bunch of good progress in here yesterday. A friend, Gabe, came out and helped. And not only did he bring his hands, he brought some tools which expedited things incredibly, and his brain, and helped me get this floor out faster. So today, I'm cleaning up after yesterday. I have a big challenge. I have this plywood in this room that, man, plywood is hard to get out. It's glued down, it's screwed down, the screws are rusted in. It's just locked in there. So this is one challenge to try to get this plywood up. And then the next thing I want to do is clean up in this kitchen. This is leftovers from gutting. Hey, this is cool. One of my nicest Christmas presents, a gift from Brianna, who always thinks of very thoughtful things. Speaker, radio, CD player. And what's it for? To fill this house with music and radio podcasts while I'm working, which is not only going to be amazing just for me to keep me driving forward, whether it's music or listening to great podcasts, it's also kind of symbolic because it's filling this house with music again, even though things are just in chaos in here and a total mess. So I'm going to rock and roll. You can listen to this music, I'll listen to my music.
And it's just getting little stuff like, hey, I missed this little section of ceiling paneling up here. Little strips of paneling here. It's a little boring, but it's got to be done.
This is only a test. This is a test of the North Carolina Emergency Alert System.
I thought it was going to be a storm warning.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait. Wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore.
Okay, I'm headed up to the house now. I need to grab some animal feed, which we haven't bought for many months because we bought a huge bulk load of it. But we're about out now. And I'm also delivering a really special package to a really special kid who saved his money and bought something for himself. Hey Bryton! I think your package...
Did he not run to you?
Your package is here, but...
Bryson, where are you? Where is he?
Okay, we're bringing this animal food down here that Bree bought earlier. We haven't used this Tucker food in a while. It's not in here. There's nothing in there.
No, you shouldn't be worried about those little bits.
I'm not giving you any food out here. Look at them all. Silly chickens.
Come on, follow me and I'll be your Pied Piper.
It's not here. It's over there. Look.
Thank you. Did you see the snow on that hill up there?
It's supposed to be pretty cold tonight and snow quite a bit, and then snow tomorrow. So just trying to make sure all the animals have enough food and water. And bedding, additionally. Bedding for the pigs. I always give them extra bedding before it gets really cold so they have a dry place to sleep. Some of this has a lot of prickers in it, which I hate to give that to the pigs to sleep in, but it's not too bad. They'll sort through it. I'll give this ugly bill to the pigs. Now they know what that's for. They'll come and grab that and just start tucking it in all around where they sleep. And they'll have it all in there in about 15 or 20 minutes. Just big mouthfuls of it, bringing it in. It'll give them something to do. I don't need to make their bed for them when they can do it themselves. Did the Murray McMurray catalog come in the mail?
Yeah.
It's always kind of fun when it comes along to see all those cool varieties of chickens. What were you doing? Did you get a job down there where those guys working in the basement? You were picking up nails and screws? So how much did they pay you?
No.
Nothing? How long did you work for them?
Well, probably just like a minute.
Okay, not long at all. Yes, look on, it's on top of the fridge, above the fridge. Your package is up there. You excited?
Nothing like grandparent money.
We made Brighton wait for days before buying this. He said, this is what I want to get with my Christmas money for my great-grandparents, and we made him wait for days. So we're like, are you sure you want to spend all your money at once? Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How do I open it?
You go easy, don't push hard, just be gentle with that knife, okay?
I hate boxes.
What is it? Yeah, probably gotta put it together, yeah.
Yes,
What is it?
A crossbow.
A crossbow.
A crossbow.
What kind of
By
parents
hand,
would
and
let
then he got them.
buy crossbows?
Parents that believe their kids can be good hunters one
It's
day.
a cross pistol.
Okay, I'm gonna bend it, and you try to loop this over this end, okay?
Oh, dear.
I'm gonna bend it pretty far. Are you ready? A little bit at an angle like this. Sideways, okay?
Like that.
Thank you, good job.
Can I shoot it out?
Let's shoot it over here where we won't hopefully lose the bolts if you miss the target, okay? Bring your bolts over here. Grace drew your rabbit. That was nice of her. Make sure you don't put your hand anywhere in this area up here or point it anywhere dangerous, okay? So make sure you're pointing at the rabbit or the box. Whoa! Did it go all the way through the box?
Yep.
It went through both sides of the box. So now we're gonna see if you can pull it back, okay? So hold it here with one hand. Don't put your finger on the trigger. Pull this back as hard as you can, as far as you can. Further, 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 further. Further, further. You gotta go further.
I can't.
Okay. But for now, I'm gonna pull it back for you, okay? Keep your finger off the trigger. Safety off. Aim. Good job. Good job keeping your hands clear. That is crazy powerful. Okay, this thing's pretty powerful, and I guess what do you expect when you're launching something this light out of a little 50-pound draw? Crossbow. You can't find it? But let me look for a minute with that flashlight. That's kind of the name of the game in archery, buddy. Occasionally you lose an arrow or a bolt. Got it. Stand behind me, okay? Okay, it's not gonna bounce. It's gonna, that's perfect. It just pops right into it like that. Are you pretty happy with your crossbow? You wanna shoot some more? Okay, I'll pull it back for you. What are you making for dinner?
Just something a little different. It's just like a creamy, it's supposed to be prosciutto, but I didn't have prosciutto, so I'm using salami. And it's just like a lemon, prosciutto, pea pasta dish. But I'm actually, you're not supposed to have that many peas in it, but I'm putting a lot of peas in it.
Is it a traditional dish somewhere?
No. I found it on Pioneer Woman's Instagram page in
Must
her
be
highlight
traditional.
section. It just looked really delicious. And I'm not even making it the way she says because I didn't have all the ingredients, but I'm close.
While Bree's working dinner, I'm actually gonna do the final process on this 2.5 months old hot sauce. It's been fermenting. These are jalapenos and habaneros from our garden and salt. I have another jar which I'm gonna wait as long as I can. Maybe go 12 months on it or more. Doesn't look bad. The fermentation process really mellows out the heat. I'm gonna take off this top layer, slightly grayed, probably just oxidized, and then everything else below will keep. It looks good. Not much actually, just a tiny bit. Let's throw that out. And I want to taste this. I'm super excited about this homemade hot sauce. Oh man. It's really good. Next I'm just gonna load it into this food processor. What we're gonna do is cut that hot sauce with vinegar now. So I'm gonna start with 1 cup of vinegar. I added a little more salt and a little more vinegar. It's delicious. It doesn't taste quite as good as that last one, but is that breadcrumbs on top?
Well, they're homemade and I burned them, but they still taste really good. If they were golden, it would look really nice. I've decided, this reminds me, my mom used to make like boxed mac and cheese with canned tuna fish and peas.
Oh yeah.
Growing up. This is like, I don't know, the lady who runs Pioneer Woman Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Her name's Ree. So I think I'm gonna call this Grandma Ree's Fancy Mac and Cheese. Though I don't think she's a grandma. She's not that old, but that's what I'm gonna call it. She calls it like something fancy Italian pasta, but I'm gonna call it Grandma Ree's Fancy Mac and Cheese. It's really good. Though this actually isn't the same recipe. I just used that recipe to make this. Cuz I didn't have all the ingredients.
Mama, I like them.
You love it.
So they have a present for me.
It's a present from all of us, but Joyful discovered it. Here.
Even Carolina Reaper.
Bean Boozled jelly beans. How hot can you handle? Warning, extremely hot. Oh.
Look at the back.
They did.
Sriracha, jalapeno, cayenne, habanero, Carolina Reaper. I wonder if they're really spicy.
Well, so we could have tricked you, because that's what you're supposed to do with those kinds of jelly beans, is trick people, but we wanted to just give them to you because we thought you'd probably like them. I mean, spicy and sweet is a good combo.
How hot can you handle? That's implying that they're really, really spicy.
Hey, Dad, can I eat one first to see how spicy they are?
Yeah. Which one do you want? You want the hottest one?
I want the less hottest one.
It doesn't say that they're hotter, but the names imply. Oh.
What color did you put in your mouth?
Green.
Is it really spicy?
Alright, Gracie's gonna try one. What color did you get?
Red.
Red
Oh my
is...
goodness, I liked it. It's pretty spicy.
Let me see, there's 3 reds. Let me see what kind you got.
I got the red.
That's sriracha.
Let's see if it's really hot. Carolina Reaper jelly bean. Here we go.
If you don't know, Carolina Reaper is the hottest pepper in the world.
I died them, Mom.
Okay, let's see how Joyful's doing. Joy, which one did you eat?
The orange one.
Which is orange?
I died
Second hottest.
Oh, the orange is the second hottest one, Joy.
I died one. Okay, I'm
Is it hot yet?
They're spicy. But I ate like 5 of them.
Don't eat the
They're quite spicy,
Just let them
actually.
sit on your tongue.
All right, Mama, you gotta try one.
Consume at your own risk. Keep out of reach of children under the age of 13, the elderly, and pets. Do not consume if you're allergic or sensitive to hot and spicy foods, peppers, capsicum, pregnant, breastfeeding, or have a medical condition for which consumption of extremely hot food could cause an adverse reaction.
It looks like you tried about a quarter of one.
It's really hot.
Maybe
Well,
an
I
eighth.
tried the hottest one. That's pretty legit
I'm gonna
spicy.
eat the hottest one. Who votes for me?
For a toy store.
I know I got him at the toy store when Wilder got his buffaloes.
You wanna finish that? Oh.
I like spicy. I don't like so spicy that it hurts.
And make it through. You were warned, buddy.
You were warned.
I did eat like 5 of them and chewed them up real good, so they're not that hot.
Who should we challenge to eat these?
The hollers.
Yes!